Well, hello, sir.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed. I can't complain.
Awesome, awesome. Well, welcome to Glasses After Dark. I'm trying to get my stuff together over here.
Yeah,
Trying to,
yeah, a little trouble. I
you said what?
like to have a little trouble with that.
I'm having a Teddy Riley moment. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm having a little Teddy Riley. But we gonna get it together though.
Yeah,
Normally,
I'm
I know
patient.
this. Hmm.
Patient.
Oh, can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you. All good.
Well, you look handsome in your glasses. I like your shades.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, say it. See, it hurt my ear.
They hurt your ears. You want to pull them off?
No, I ain't pulling my teeth.
Okay. I mean, I'm trying to make. I want to make it comfortable for you, even though we got our theme going on. I still want to make it comfortable.
I'm gonna respect what the show talking about.
Huh?
I'm gonna respect the glasses out the door.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So I don't know what's going on with here. I wanted to show a couple of clips of the show, and but we're gonna get to that. But while I'm, you know, simultaneously working on this as well, we're gonna get started with your interview. Okay.
All right, no problem.
Awesome. So, well, let me get some better lighting going on. I'm so sorry, but we family over here. Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Hold on a good some. So, one, I wanted to just kind of start in by everyone who knows the Love and Hip Hop reality shows. You know that it's always action packed, it's always live, it's always something interesting going on. And of course, we have one of, I would call him a star because, of course, his charisma, of course, he's handsome and everything. But we have one of the highlights of the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, none other than Mr. Good Shooter himself.
yeah, I love
So,
fun.
so first, I want to get started into, we already know that you are on the show, but I want to talk about how did you even end up on the show? Like, how did that transition for you?
Well, actually, they had been trying to get me to go on the show for 2 years.
Okay.
My homeboy Gravy, Jamal Gravy Wooler, he played in Notorious Big.
Okay.
And I guess one day he was out eating, and he was talking with the people, and he was telling them about me. They already knew about me though,
Mm.
so they were interested in because I already in the street, so they were interested in seeing what I had going on.
Okay.
At the same time that was going on in my ex-wife's shop, she was being interviewed as well at the same time.
Wow. Talk about ordained.
Yeah, so it was like like it was meant to be on there. I don't know.
Mm. Well, you know what? And we're gonna get into the show and everything like that. But one thing about it, I know that you have been pinged as, the bad guy, and we're gonna get into that too. But I want to know a little bit more about the man behind the name. Okay, so first, how did you get the name Shooter anyway?
Well, shooter come from like the hood, man. Really good. And my name stands for, I shoot dice good, I shoot ball good, I shoot pool good. All that stem. That's how I got my name, the hood name. I didn't name myself. And
Okay,
and for the people that don't know where it came from, I would never use my platform to promote violence. My name don't stand for that.
of
You know,
course.
no guy that's shooting guns. So that's my name did not come from that.
Okay, okay. So basically, just people just seeing you rocking, doing your thing in the hood. So they're like, man, that guy always hit everything he on. So we gonna call him the shooter.
Yeah,
Okay.
make a lot of points. So yeah,
I'm sorry.
make a lot of points on the dice. So that's what my name really comes from. Dice.
Okay, okay. Where are you originally from? Because your accent is like
So
thick.
I'm West Side. I'm West Side. Okay, I'm from everyone. I'm from Atlanta. I don't like to say where I'm from because I've been in every hood in Atlanta.
Okay,
So I'm from Atlanta.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, shooter. I want to talk about a couple of different things. You know,
Malik,
I
Malik, I'm going to check on the food. I'm sorry. I got kids. Food.
oh, you cooking?
Y'all be patient with me.
You cooking?
No, I said for some juicy crab.
Oh, okay.
Thanks
We're
for
we're family on this show. You know what I'm saying? Everything with me, this is not about like an interview. It's more of a conversation. So everything with me, everyone that I interview, I really have a great connection with. You know what I'm saying? Because you're the first person that I've ever interviewed that was that was a part of a reality show. Everyone that I normally interview is in the music industry.
yeah.
So this is kind of new for me too. So I'm excited. You know. But I really want to get into who you are. I've seen what I've seen on TV. I know everyone has seen it, but my main thing is that as I was doing my research on you, I see that you're a big humanitarian. I see that you are a great father, that you really, really hone into family time. That's very important to you. And I see that you spend a lot of your focus on that now. So what's the difference between Shooter we see on TV and the one that we are seeing off screen?
Well, the shooter on TV is on TV, and the shooter that's off TV is a full-time father. You know what I mean? A hard-working man, God-fearing man, and a guy that this is who I do it for my family. Like, and I'm real big on to stop the gun by because I lost a son.
Right.
So
And you have our condolences on that as well.
thank you, thank you.
Yes.
So I really believe in. I'm an inspiring father, and I want to be a role model for my kids. So that's what that's the you know, and that's what I do it for. God first, his family second, and his bullshit never. You know, that's my
Mm. Okay, so and I know Father's Day just passed as well, so happy Father's Day to you.
thing.
And so, how many children do you have?
Five.
Five.
And I take care of everybody, my nephews, nieces, everybody. So you can say 10.
So I want to know a little bit about how did you grow up because, I see that you are big on family and, stemming from what I see on TV, just various things. I
Right.
want to know, like, how did you grow up?
Actually, my father played a big role in my life. Like,
Okay.
showed me how to be a man. He taught me how to protect and provide. That's all I. That's not talking about. But that's all I ever seen my father do was be a father to us. So picked up some of them same traits from him to keep the
Okay.
family close. You know, the daughters, the son, even though they got different moms and everything, I try to keep everybody in one household because I want them to grow up together. So I had a great, you know, and I kind of learned fast because I kind of got out on my own real young. But I also had great parents, man. And I lost my dad in 2004.
Sorry about that as well.
Hold on, let me Tony for Hey, hey, doing the interview, I can't hear. I'm sorry, y'all.
So,
What time?
someone named Coco said, "I love you, Shooter." Okay. And I'm sorry about your dad as well. And I'm big on family. I have a small family. I only have one daughter,
Oh,
but yeah, she's two, and it's an adjustment. So when I see you really tackling fatherhood the way that you do, it's really admirable. So I knew that it had to come from somewhere. So shout out to your pops.
great man, man. Miss him too, man. Great man. I wish
Okay.
my father never got to see one of my kids. That's my oldest son. He never
Wow.
did. My dad had been gone 16 years. And my older was 23, and the one up on him was 15. So he never got to see nobody else but my older son, which is in heaven with him right now too.
You've been through a lot.
Yeah, no doubt.
So how do you keep going? And keep your life in the limelight.
My family is my motivation. You know, God keep me going. If it had not been for God, it would tell me what I'd be doing or where I'd be. Because through my pain and through my struggles, God kept me sane.
Um,
One thing I got to know about life, you know, even when I lost my son, a lot of devilish thoughts came across my mind, but I knew one thing. If you don't fumble the ball, we lose the game. So I got to stay strong, got to stay focused, and try to stay positive and keep myself around the right energy. You know,
I have to be honest, from the man that I'm talking to right now, when I'm,
and I can't hear, bro. Go
do
ahead.
I need to be louder? Because
No,
I have a fan on, so.
I'm just trying to make them be quiet and respect what I got going
Okay, okay.
on.
Um, just from the man that I'm looking at and the man, we've had a little bit of our opportunity to have a little small dialogue. But from what I've gathered from watching you on the shows, you give me I don't know, the inclination that you're a man of few words, but when you do speak, it means something.
Right,
And and a lot shows on your face.
right.
And I just think that there's so much to you than what meets the eye, you know?
See, let me say this to you, Ryan. You know, I never been big on attention. I never was a guy that always try to stand out. So this whole TV thing is kind of new to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I never seek attention. I never tried to make a name for myself. All this did was come in, all this came from living my life. So when I got out front, all I can be is me. I'm not used to all that extra, but I had that in me, but I ain't used to that. You know what I'm saying? So when I do speak, I barely speak. When I was in school, never talked. I sat in the back of the class and I was quiet. So, and then I always tried to push everybody else to be great, but I never knew God was calling me to be great. Like I had artists, I pushed everybody, put the money behind everybody else but myself. Because I can never see myself on TV. I never seen myself doing none of this. You know what I mean?
Mm,
New to me. So that's why
mm.
I say too much. But when I speak, I mean what I say and I say what I mean.
You know what? It seems as if, like, I think we as Black people, because our demeanor is so strong, and
Right.
and some people carry such a powerful aura about themselves that it just comes across naturally. And I
That's right.
think that, did I lose you? Um, I think
Yeah.
I think that it just comes off naturally, because of your demeanor and the aura that God is giving you, and I think that people just, when they see it, I think it's just like, oh, okay, this is what you do. So who was Shooter before VH1 Hip Hop, Love and Hip Hop?
Explain this. Shooter was a guy, man, that, I come from the streets. That I had a record label and everything, but hey, bro, I can't get a phone. I'm in the interview. Yep. I come from the street. I come from the struggle, man.
Hi,
And
Chase.
all my life I tried to put on Star Radio. I'm sorry. But all my life I tried. See you
I'm,
outside. Tell me I'm going to integrate the phone. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all bear with me.
uh, it's it's okay.
I'm going to start ringing, man.
I'm just it's just No, it's okay. No, that's what saying, your phone was on pause, and that's all.
Do this again. I'm a guy that come from the struggle, come from the street. Like, I'm tapped in the music industry. I got a lot of friends. Like, come from the hood of Atlanta. So
Mhm.
I'm in with everybody. And a lot of artists that I had, I was kind of pushing them. I was kind of pushing them behind the scenes. Because I never was the guy to be out front. Everything I did, I was behind. And I was just playing my part, trying to help my brothers get to the top. You know what I'm saying? So I've been in the music game, I've been doing underground movies, and that's who Shooter is, man. Like I'm just a brother with an opportunity trying to make it, man.
So basically, they're like, you know what, you got to look for TV. We need to go ahead and pull you on. You know what I'm saying? Basically.
I didn't just go for it. I was kind of skeptical. I was like, no, I don't want to do the reality thing. I was like, I don't really think that's me, but for the team, for the family, I said I'd do it. So I took the L for the team, man. You know?
Let me. Okay, so I mean, because I don't know. I'm from Detroit, so
Right.
we're far away from Hollywood. Any type of Hollywood. So, like, when you're doing these shows, I mean, is it very lucrative?
My phone, when I say it again, I'm sorry, my phone ringing again.
It's okay. I was just asking, is it lucrative in doing reality shows? I mean, I know a lot of people have ventured off into building. I know people have ventured off into building a lot of things from it, but we're the regular people, such as myself. I just want to know, is there really a lucrative opportunity position to be involved in?
I want to thank Mona Scott for even giving me the opportunity, right? But
Hmm?
it's good. It's some good, bad, and ugly, and all of it. You know, I really think it'll paint the picture of me in the wrong kind of way, and I think it can be
You
good.
said to do what?
It'll give you a bad image. It'll paint.
No, I was saying financially. I was speaking more financially.
Okay, yes, it's what you do with the platform when you got it. You know,
Okay.
your stepping stones and where you try to go. So it's a great platform if you're in the industry already. You try to build a name, you try to do something big in life. Like I want to be active, so it's a great thing for me because everybody know who I am. So
Okay.
you come up, I might get a shot at a big role in a movie or something.
Right.
Be very productive in what you're trying to do in life. And sometimes, and another thing is right, you'll never know how you're gonna get to the next level. You don't know how God put you in where you spots you need to be at. So, hey, maybe God put me here to do something else, and it be a mouthpiece for the youth, my generation. You know,
I believe that. And you know what? Even for myself, I've always thought, I used to question God and say, why did you allow me to go through this? Why did I have to go through this and everything? And then as I grew past those situations and
why
I
not?
realized how so many people were stuck in them. And I said, I see why, to let them know that no, you can get past it. So
Why not?
yeah.
And I went through a death and divorce at the same. It was kind of dark. For me, you know, no with nobody been here. You see what I'm saying? Because they say a divorce is like death, and a death is hard. Guess what I
So,
know? God is real.
so, okay. Do you mind if we get a little bit into the show, talking about some of the details?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you just mentioned about you getting a divorce, and that's to Sierra.
Right.
Okay, and so and the cause of the divorce, I believe, is because of infidelity. Is that the
Of
cause, or okay?
course.
And then and that was with another young lady named Mariah.
Right.
And so, like how? I mean, don't get me wrong, you're handsome, so I know women, hey, when I met you, I was like, wow, you smell kind of good, and I said, I see why you stay in trouble, but you know, um, but yes, you were married, and from what we saw, that you were dealing with a young lady named Mariah, and you were also helping her. Now, it wasn't just an intimate thing, but it was you were helping her advance as well. She wanted to do some ventures and things. How did that happen? Tell me
You,
about that.
you remember the thing I said first time I talked when I said sometimes you take L for the team.
Yeah.
My phone keep uh,
I
I'm
put
sorry,
mine on do
guys.
not disturb. It's okay. So sometimes you take a L. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what I mean when I say took a L, man, all the man. I want to cushion things up, man. For 4 5 years I've been living with this. And the other day in the mall really what made me say I don't really want to live. I don't want to live with this no more. You know, it's the thing.
Okay.
And my son heard it. You want to know what was said?
What?
I was in the mall. A lot of women ran up on me and all that. And somebody said they said some things out of here, but my 9-year-old heard it. It's all like, what they say, Mason? You're like, Daddy heard you said what? Oh, you a cheating ass nigga. And he didn't say that. He said cheating ass nigga. So I looked at him and I thought about it. I said, what you say? She said, you're a teenage nigga. So then he questioned me about where she get that from. Yeah? So you know what I told him? I said, hey son, there's some things dad don't want to talk to you. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to live for the record, y'all. You know, and I don't want to be saying this. I ain't trying to throw nobody up on no bus, but with being an inspiring father and trying to set role model for my kid, for my children, I think it's only right that I touch. I don't even know, you know, like I know
What?
Mariah.
What?
What I mean when I say that, I never cheated on my wife, you know. And the only thing I've been holding this was fine. I probably kept holding it. If my son never hear that, I never speak on this. And I know with what I'm saying, you know, it might tarnish a relationship. It might people might get mad, but at the end of the day, man, what I'm putting down for my children, I'm trying to be an inspiring father and a great role model. I can't keep that out. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can't.
Okay. 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 So I want to make sure that we got this, that I got it clear. Okay. You were you were with your son and you were out and
Right,
someone said, somebody was walking by and then they said, there goes that cheating AN.
right.
Okay, I don't curse, so sorry. Okay, so and then when you inquired about it and you saw your son overheard it, and or
That was, that was my breaking point.
and so now and you're telling us, I just want to make sure this is clear. You said you don't rock with Mariah, you don't know her, but so you didn't cheat at
No,
all.
not at all. See, I know
Okay.
some. Let me explain it to you. And when I say if God first, family second, and bullshit never, I mean no. For one, I never wanted to do no reality show. I never wanted to do that. But my wife was the actually when you do this show, this and that, it'll help the family get to the next level. So I'm a sucker for the team. I'm a sucker for the family. And so I was willing to take the storyline to get my family to the next level. But I would have never spoke on this period if my 9-year-old
With your
son
son.
said out of her mouth. That was my breaking point.
Okay. Okay. We're about to get into. I gotta turn this fan off because it's distracting me now. Okay. Okay. So wait. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. So basically, I'm. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I can't keep that lie. I'm sorry, man. Like I ain't gonna never throw my ex-wife up on no bus. You know, she's a great person, this and that. But at the end of the day, you know, I got to be the man that who I am, man. I'm an inspiring father. I'm an inspiring man. Period. You know, and I'm a great role model for my kids. And I don't want my son to be looking at me like I'm no hoe or this and that. I don't want them hearing that. You know, it's one thing when you did that shit, I can stand up on what I did. But when you ain't did that shit and keep taking the L for that, I keep on that, man. You know,
So basically, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So you for the
sake of my
sake of the family, of
right.
your family, you were willing to take this L. How did this even come about? So how did she even get involved? How did Mariah get involved?
The whole play came from my ex-wife. You know, I don't even know her. I didn't follow on IG. I never talked to her outside of the camera. You know, at the end of the day, you know, it's like this is if you go back and play the scene, if people know me, they know I never drunk in my life. I never smoked in my life. Woman says I got drunk and we went up. Phone face lie. I don't even know. You know,
I gotta get this clip. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because I've been watching some clips today. This thing. Okay. I'm about to get this whole thing together. Okay, so wait a minute. So
Right.
basically, okay, don't get me wrong. I'm when it comes to reality shows, I know that people have storylines. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Don't don't get me wrong. Now somebody just said here online he got a baby from Mariah. So you're saying that you never slept with her? Never.
I don't know.
So other than just y'all doing these interactions together,
Right. In the
you
time,
don't. So the money that so you didn't help her with any money or
go back and look at the money. It was white. The money was white. Wasn't even.
okay, wait a minute here. Okay. Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hey, Mason. I want to do something right quick. Tell me something.
Okay.
This is my baby boy. This was my
Hi.
break here.
Hi, sweetie.
What did that lady say in the mall that you heard? What did the lady say in the mall that you heard? Say what she can hear you. They can hear you. See? That's it. Go ahead. So I can't live with that, man. I got to be role model for my children. Like at the end of the day, I ain't gonna never throw nobody up under the bus. But at the end of the day, I got to clear my own name.
So basically, okay, so basically you're saying that, Sierra said, "Hey, listen, we need to make our thing, a little bit more spicier. I want you to, we're going to say that you're connecting with this young lady." And basically, it just went from there.
Right.
And then it got, so why get divorced? If this was for the show, then why get divorced?
You gotta understand one thing. At the end of the day, man, me and my ex-wife was already having a lot of problems in our relationship. We was going through, we was going through all kinds of things. It wasn't on the up. He wasn't happy. And the reason why is like he wasn't happy because you gotta understand that when you two entrepreneurs and we chasing dreams and we got kids, it's kind of hard to make time in love because love don't pay no bills. Like she was doing what she was doing. She's a great hustler. She was going to get her money. I was going to get my money. And
Mm-hmm.
and, and when we did have time, the kid was in the way. You see what I'm saying? So and at the end of that, it's like I ain't never make time for her. Like I kind of sacrificed, you know, time, loving on her, not being romantic enough for her. They're my weak points, but my strong point was protecting and providing. So, and most of me, because I wouldn't tell her to get the time and the love that she needed. So I understand when she moved on. I understand.
Okay. I kind of want to slow this thing down because this is interesting right here, and I want to slow this thing down if you don't mind.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Okay. I need to. Okay. Shoot, this is okay. Okay.
And let me say that all I'm saying to the people, I ain't gonna never throw my wife upon my ex-wife upon the bus.
Mm-mm. That's
Never,
not what I'm getting.
no, I'm just gonna let these people know. I ain't gonna never downplay her period. But what I am gonna do is clear my name. I don't want to keep taking the L for something I ain't did, and I don't want to be looking like how you gonna be a king, raising kings, and you a dog's ass nigga. No, I can't keep taking that, man, because that ain't the
Okay, because honestly, when people first see you, the first thing that they think is you cheated.
yeah.
So, or that's that guy. You know what I'm saying? And the way that it was presented, from all of the side conversations and everything, it was like, okay, wait, she was hurt. She was really hurt. And then right after that, then you lose your son. And then the whole time, so wait a minute, the whole time you were dealing with the loss of your son and a lie that you had and being ridiculed
I mean,
for something that you actually didn't do for the sake of your family that your wife asked you to do.
that's all. Been living this life.
I do have a list. I do have a list, Trini. I've had it forever, but yet I'm still here. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I've been living this life for so long. I probably would have continued to live it if my son don't go to questioning me about what the woman said in the mall. I can't. I don't want to raise them to be. I don't want to raise them up to feel like it's okay to be a dog. It's okay to be a dog. Not doing. Not women around my kids like that. You know.
And is this the first time you spoke on this?
If you know, I spoke to a couple of people off. The people that know what's going on. You know? Some know, a lot of them don't. But in the interview, yeah,
Okay, okay. So here, one, I commend you for being honest, and not for your own sake, but for the
huh,
sake of your children. You know
hey,
what I'm saying? For the sake of the image with your children. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people who do a lot for the bag. People, they steal, they kill, they lie, they twerk, whatever, sleep with people. Any people do a lot for money, for whatever positions they're trying to get into. But I think it's a different type. So you've been branded negatively because you've been loyal.
that's so cold about it. How come when you be loyal, you get the bad guy name for being loyal to your family?
Okay, but all right. So you went, your wife actually do this. You went on and did it. Then y'all get divorced because of whatever, because y'all had complications anyway.
I don't want to even get into it,
Okay, we don't have to get into that.
but at the
And
end of the day, I just want to say this:
but this is
it wasn't me, man.
so 5 years. This has been 5 years.
Yeah, I would never say that. My son will ask me a question about it. That's my breaking point. My 9-year-old baby heard that girl say that out of her mouth,
And
and I decided I don't want to live like that no more. I ain't gonna live that life no more. Now,
and
if I did it, I did it. I'm a man about everything. But nigga ain't did it. I ain't did it. I ain't gonna lie on my God. I'm not gonna do it. I ain't never been close to that girl. You know what I mean?
you know what?
I wish we
And
could
even
put her in the live. I don't even know how.
right.
Yeah.
I would that would have to do a Zoom thing for that. So even her, because she was ridiculed for being, a extra woman and all these other kind of things, and she took that and wow, whew, and that's really heavy. That's really heavy, a heavy burden to carry for the love of people that you're connected to, and I mean for your own growth. You were willing to sacrifice, and that's what love is. Love is sacrifice, but I hate that you had to sacrifice in that way.
I never even wanted to do the show. I never even thought I'd, you know, opportunity. I turned it down a couple of times. And, you don't ask me to do it. I still never would have did it. She told me, hey, man, it's going to benefit the family. So for the family, man, so that I take the L for the team.
And how has it been for you
Also,
carrying this?
you know,
How has it been for you carrying this?
well, at the end of the day, man, I look at everything through a positive light, man. You know, I know sometimes people outgrow people, but maybe I didn't know the real her anyway when I married her. You know, and maybe sometimes we just outgrow one another, man. And that's how I look at it. So it is what it is.
You know what? As a black woman, sometimes we say about our men that they're not down, they're not there, and we peg them out to be this type. And I see probably why this is not working. I'm kind of understanding why this isn't working, because I would have showed clips, and maybe everyone needs to watch these clips on their own. But just when we think of men like, oh yeah, he did it, look how he looked, look how he looked. And I'm gonna get into your current situations too, but you know it was just like, wow,
All right, no,
here's this, huh?
go ahead, I'm listening.
Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, but because you look guilty, just like how other ethnicities they see us, you look guilty, so you are guilty.
Let me
You
speak on
know,
let me speak on something right quick. All right, I've been in 3 long-term relationships. You know, 5 year, 5 year, almost 9 years. All my kids, except my daughter, come out of relationship. You know what I'm saying? So that tells you a lot about me. I wasn't raised like that. I told you my father raised my family, and I seen him around my mama. I seen the things he did for his family, and I took them same traits in and did for mine. That's why I'm so strong with protecting and providing. See what I'm saying? And,
Mm.
and where I'm weak at is why I never seen my daddy be strong at. I never seen my daddy tell my mama he loved me. I never seen my daddy go to church, but I still picked up God on my own and did everything on my own. But at the end of the day, my life, everything I learned from him. I never seen him be romantic. Never seen him tell my mama he loved her. You see what I'm saying? All I ever do was see him be strong and do for the family. And that's what I picked up. And those are my strong points. But I pray to God touch me on my weak point. Because now that I know where I'm weak at, I'm going to get it together.
Wow. I never would have I never would have got this from you.
Yeah.
You know what?
If you look at my IG says a lot
Yeah,
without,
it does.
without saying.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You got to look, you got to see through the bigger picture. It says a lot without saying. And I don't try to make it like that. It's just my life for real.
And you know what? And see, from different conversations, when I put this out here that I was going to be having a conversation with you, I don't want to say interviewing, but having a conversation with you, you know, first thing people want to know is about this. Oh, that's that. He's fine, but he's this, but he's doing this, but. And that but always comes from that stigma of that particular scenario.
Right.
And it's so, most people, when they get caught up in a situation, they begin to try to do the right thing. But that's not you trying to do the right thing to clean up your image. Is who you are. You just was willing to take this stain for your family and still continue on. And I think that is beyond admirable. I mean, for church folks, just in the church all day. I don't know many people who could have carried it that long. Not years. You know
I'm,
what I'm saying?
I would have never even spoke on it. Like, as I
When
look,
did this happen? When did this happen with your
like last week in the mall, me and my son, right before I met you, me and my son in the mall, and when that was said, man, it's kind of, it kind of woke me up a little bit. Like, why do I got to keep living this life or living with this life? And it ain't even me. You know what I mean?
and then of course, yeah, you raising boys
I'm
and you
raising,
want them to be.
I don't want to paint that picture that it's okay to be a dog, it's okay to be old. That wasn't the picture.
I
Not
have
when
I
I'm trying.
have listen, I have so much respect for you right now. I had to take my glasses off. I ain't my lashes ain't that, but I have so much respect for you in such a way because I don't know many men who would do that at
Right.
all. Not black men. I don't know a lot of black men who would say, you know what, listen, one, I'm going to take this ill that my wife is asking me to do. Then I'm going to carry it for years and possibly, miss opportunities here because people think I'm this, or miss on relationships because people think I'm this, and carry this negative label, as a cheater, adulterer, or whatever. Because it's different if it's your boyfriend, girlfriend, but it's different when you're married. So people
Married.
look at that different. Corporate looks at that different and differently. And now you're saying, hey, listen, I'm willing to do this if it's going to help progress us, make our lives better.
If it,
And
I took the sacrifice.
and then even during this is happening, then you experience that additional heartache and you still carried it
That's
and
still.
had to film
And I wasn't,
during that time.
I got slick kicked off the show. I wasn't even on that season. And I still live with it. I watched everybody win with a lie while I lost with a lie. You know how strong that is? For you to take a sacrifice for your family,
Woo.
take a sacrifice for your family, and they win with the same sacrifice that you know ain't true, and you took the L with it, and you lost, and they progressed and left you. You know how strong that is?
I don't know many people who could do it. Not and the only thing, you didn't do it because they were winning. You didn't do it because You didn't do it because they were on top out of envy. You did it because you did not want, because of what was said
That's
and
it.
that affected your son.
That's
And
it.
you did this for the sake of your son.
And that's it. I want to raise kings, man. And I want them to, treat women right, despite of what it look like I don't done. You know what I mean? 'Cause sometimes you be looking at something in the face and not be looking at that. So I want the people to know that. Stop judging other people. Stop looking at something because you don't even know what's behind it.
Right.
My God say, do not judge because you can't really see what you think you can see.
Mm. You know what? You know what? And we as women, what came to mind as you were talking was just like, Adam and Eve, because some person be like, okay, well, why did you do it? And, I'm reading the comments too. It's like, okay, why would you do it? But it's like, even when Eve was like, okay, here, eat of the apple, and he just did it. Sometimes you do, and out of loyalty, out of love, if it's for the betterment or
Right.
it'll make this person happy, you know what I'm saying? You're willing.
Let me ask y'all a question. If you can put your family in a better situation with this lie, not sacrificing yourself, but for your team, for your kid, for your wife, because we out here busting our ass because we trying to grow. And we got this thing on the table that can help us grow. You probably took the L for your team too. I know the man in me, I did it for my people, man. It ain't about me. It's about seeing us grow. That's what I was on. I
So,
mean it
okay,
when I say God first bullshit enough. I mean that.
you know
If
what?
I'm
And
with
it's
you, I mean that.
Well, you know what? It sounds like a lot of people are in agreement with you and someone else, AV.
You better- I mean what I say, and I say what I mean, man. I don't hold no
A lot.
nation. I ain't gonna tell no lies. I ain't gonna step on nobody's neck to get to the top. I'm just speaking facts. I want everybody that's already winning to keep winning. That's it. I'm not doing it. I don't care about who winning because I'm gonna win anyway. God is my savior. You feel me? My
I
child,
mean,
my son. That's it.
and the thing about it, I mean, like, I'm just tripping because it's like for somebody to think that you are like someone who betrays somebody and you far from that, like you loyal to the T, like God. But but see that it kind of makes me a little bit just a tad upset because we carry so many stigmas. I know everybody got secrets about different things, and because of love, we try to conceal those things. But it's like when you just all you sometimes you just be want to do the right thing, and it gets evil spoken of. And that's what the Bible says: don't let your good be evil spoken of. And that's what this kind of sounds like. But now you're clearing the air, and I know that your sons and your daughter, they're gonna love this. They're gonna love it because one thing about you, Shooter, even when I've seen different altercations, is that you stay level headed. You are in the moment. You're observing the moment. But even when you know what? Oh my God, I wish this was working because you never really said yes, I did.
I never did.
You never said it. Because
I never once admitted to anything.
you not.
I never once admitted to nothing.
Is this gonna work? Because I was recently watching it. She said, "Are you gonna just do this? You're gonna do that." You like, hey, it just it's just kind of like you beat around the bush with it.
Because
And she,
you know what? When you live in the lie, it's kind of hard to remember the lie that you're supposed to be living. If it was the truth, I could have tried to straighten the truth, but I can't really straighten no lie because I don't even remember what I said.
mm, well, I remember I just saw it, but I'm like, I want to show this clip. Oh my God. Hopefully it'll come on. Okay. I commend you wholeheartedly. It's indecent. I commend you wholeheartedly for one having the courage to say it.
They want to speak on the new stuff. We can speak on that.
Okay, the new stuff. Okay, so we have Shy
Right.
and Yomi.
Right.
Okay, so from perspective, it's like, hey, listen, I'm back at it again, almost, and it's like, okay, you got two women who love you or like you or involved with you, and Cheyenne you were dealing with first,
Right.
correct? And so then, but from my perspective, and I'm just an outsider looking in, from my perspective, I just see that she's kind of like, I'm about my business. I'm focused on this. I'm not really into anything else. But if I'm kicking it with you, I'm vibing with you, and we do our thing on the side.
Right.
Or whatever, we have this understanding. We don't have to be in this relationship. We have an understanding.
Right.
Is that pretty much how it was?
Okay, let me say this. Me and Cheyenne was real tight.
Okay.
Put on the light. If
Okay.
Cheyenne take the break, I never meet Kiyomi. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened was when me and Cheyenne was rocking, excuse me, real hard. But she told me, she said, hey, listen, I'm going to realtor school. You know,
Mhm.
okay, cool. But I don't want no distraction, no call, no nothing. I hadn't talked to her for 5 months. I hadn't seen her in 5 months. And I met Kiyomi. And, me and Kiyomi hit it off well.
Right.
Thing about it, like, I know everybody is a victim, but if you look at it, like, what did Cheyenne expect to do from my I don't even know we still in a relationship. Well, I'm because it don't even matter. Like, if you doing your thing, whatever you're doing, you in realtor school, expect that go get, but you still gotta talk to me. You gotta let me know what's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So by her not talking to me, her not letting me know what's happening, I moved on. The only thing she was did wrong, I told Fiyomi about Cheyenne. I just didn't tell Cheyenne about Fiyomi. So when Cheyenne came back around, I just never asked me about anything except her back in. You see? And that's how I got tied up because at the end of the day, I knew how tight me and Cheyenne was. And I knew
Mm.
on Kiyomi's side, she didn't care because you and her, I'm doing me at the same time. So she wouldn't care about me still dealing with her. But that's okay.
Okay, so I kind of peeped that on that scene when y'all met her like in a parking lot or whatever. And you like, after they had their little altercation, and you like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You was gone MIA for 4 to 5 months, and the position basically has been filled. And it's like when you just, fall off the face of the earth from 4 to 5 months, that's a long time. You know what I'm saying? We've been in quarantine, dealing with quarantine for 4 to 5 months. So, hey,
So
and then
it ain't no secret Cheyenne was a girl though, Like
right, because I know she held you down. She was there for you.
she was there, man, you know what I mean? But she just left one and did her thing without talking to me, I respect the grind, I respect the hustle. But you gotta reach out and say, hey, I'm all right, this and that. I never questioned her once about what she was doing. I let her whatever she said she was doing, that's what she was doing. But in 4, 5 months, everything don't change, man. You know?
Especially without any word of what's up.
He didn't talk to me. You know what
So
I mean?
you're not even a bad. So that ain't you're not even a bad guy in that situation because that's more than understandable. And then of course, when you're meeting someone
But
new, she's gonna ask.
let me say it right quick. From the only way I've been painted that way is because of the first thing with the Mariah situation. So anytime I'm in a messy situation, they're gonna automatically take the woman's side because I'm supposed to be the bad guy anyway because I cheated in my marriage, allegedly.
I think your sister is commenting.
And she ride with me. She know what's going on.
Diamond, no, what I'm not. All it's not about me trying to.
No, damn, she with us. She no, damn. She with this interview. She with us. She think you want to, yeah, you she with her, damn.
Let me explain. Let me explain something about who I am, just real quick, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Okay. One, I even was honest with you and told you,
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm not a big TV watcher.
Right.
Okay, like for years I've never been a big TV watcher or anything, and so but I am a people person. I care about people,
Right.
and I care about truth, and I care about people. Oh, okay. Diamond said somebody in the comments. Okay, because this is all types of stuff, and this, one of the reasons, that the reality world is real. So for you, I'm barely can handle my little comments here. So I know for years and all these different comments, somebody coming at you directly, that's a lot to carry. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the kind of person. I'm a very private person. I love to have fun. I love to get to know people, but I am private.
I say
And sure,
this for the record, though. Shooter never gave one fuck about what nobody thought or how nobody feel about him in life. That's
mm,
why we even tried to speak the truth on my situation. The only reason I spoke the truth is my 9-year-old son heard that woman say out her mouth, that's a mean ass nigga. And he told me, he said, hey, Dad, you heard what she said? I said, what? So I got to explain that to him, but I'm not going to tell my son no lie. And I
right.
keep living that lie. So I explained to him what's going on. And he was like, oh, okay, Dad. Yeah, so I'm raising kings. I don't want to be looked at in that type of light because I ain't did that shit. You feel me? I want to be role model to kids, to the youth, period. But at the end of the day, I got to tell the world, you ain't did that. Man. Ain't did it.
And that's
I
and
want
that's what's
to that lie. I'm tired of it. I ain't did it.
well,
So
I'm sorry.
I can live with if my kids don't know about the truth, if they ain't asking
Right,
about it. I can take the L. But I can't let my son, I can look my son in the eye and tell him a lie.
right.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. Your dad ain't did that, man.
I tip my hat off to you, my head too, for real, because and I see that a lot of people are supporting you in this, and that's beautiful. To just to see that you're such a stand up. God is like now, for so long being guilty, and now you're innocent, and even in transitioning in this other situation, now hearing that, now I'm looking at the Kiyomi situation and the Cheyenne situation completely different because I believe even Scrap, when you guys had that conversation, that dialogue, that may have been a stigma with him as well. Like, okay, I see you cheated over here with your wife. Now you doing my sister dirty, and then you think we about to do business.
I respect that totally. But at the end of the day, he's supposed to step up and try to take up for us, so especially when you know a nigga
Of course,
really ain't right. So
right,
take his sister's best interest at heart. I respect that. And I respect Scrap for doing that.
right, right. And I love how you handled yourself as well.
Yeah.
Because I know how that could feel like, dang, you know the truth, and you're now possibly may not be able to do a business venture because of this stigma that's out here that's not even true.
See,
Let how
the thing about it, man, like
you a rare breed.
when that when
I
that
whew,
when that picture be painted of you, it's like don't nobody never remember the good about you. They only remember the bullshit. The negative always stick, but the positive don't never stick. They ain't gonna speak on the good they see you do. They only gonna speak on the bullshit that they thought you did. Ain't that something?
but I think this time it may be different because I don't know about everybody else, but I ain't never heard this before. I've never ever heard somebody do something noble in both areas. Noble for doing it and noble or selfless. Selfless for doing it and selfless for sharing it.
All right.
Like,
Not even about me. It's about my kids, man. It was about my family to even do it. It was about my kid to even read around. Because I could take my L. I could have went to the grave with it.
and
Um,
then you even was supportive during the trial. You showed up. Like, I'm not going in, I'm not none of that. But I'm here. I'm letting you know that I'm here. Like, just loyal just because. Like, whatever the reason, whatever's going on, even before we even know about the truth, but you're not my wife. I don't have to be in this, but I'm going to be here. I'm not going in, but I'm letting you know I'm right here.
Even with the truth with that, I never anything like, and I would never run my mouth about that. I'm gonna support you. You know how the game go. You know where I'm from. You know we don't rock like that. You shouldn't be asking that. 'Cause, you know, the truth be told, a lot of street shit is what help you get this, put you in the situation that you in. You see what I'm saying? So don't get this twisted and be talking about go to court and do this, but the same chances that I sacrifice out here to get this shit, it help you too. It benefits you to get what you got now. There's a lot of things to speak on because I don't want no credit. I'm
Right,
not the guy to take the credit. You dig what I'm saying? Because everything I did from here. You see what I'm saying?
right.
So
Mm,
when you speak on the business,
I want to cry.
yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just speaking mine about that situation, but the rest of that shit, oh yeah, she did it. She did it on her own. That's what she said.
I feel like I want to cry because we got a minute and 27 minutes remaining. So when it cuts off, we'll just, come back. But the reason I feel like I want to cry is because it's like, you hear so many men who just don't care. Like if I cheat, I ain't gonna say I'm sorry. You just hear so many black men just like, I don't give a dang. I don't care. I hurt you, so what? But, you were willing to take on a negative. You were just willing to do it. And you did it. Like you did it.
You know what? The whole thing,
That's real. Mm.
I was never even worrying about how I was gonna make me in the world because I didn't never do it for me. I didn't even think one time when she said for the family. Okay, fuck, let's roll with it. I ain't even think about how it was gonna make me look. Period. I ain't think, this shit stopped a lot of my money just living the hell, man. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
people want to endorse, but they don't want to endorse some bullshit. They don't want to put their brand.
Right. At all.
A brand reached out to me, right? And they were like,
Mm.
"Yeah, we're interested in you doing this, man, this and that. We see your platform, you doing this and doing that." Then they came back the next day, but we glad we didn't put you in our shit.
We got 6 seconds.
We come back.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. We
All right.
gonna come back with Shooter, y'all. Do do you want me to? Can I
Yeah,
play a clip?
yeah. Go ahead, do what you do.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a clip. Oh Lord. Okay. Give me a second. So I was catching everybody up with what we've been talking about. Basically, hold on, you guys.
Yes, sir.
First thing, okay. So we see all of this, but what I want to get to is,
And for the record, let me say something.
okay,
There was a girl on making some gay comments, right? On
okay.
you know, to each his own, man. Whatever the gays do, the gays do. I got respect for whatever they.
You froze up.
I'm still fro,
Hold on, you froze up right there. Start over.
still fro. Hey, listen, man. You know, I nothing against the gay people, whatever they got going on. I want to just say this here. Miss my life with that gay shit because I don't play that shit. I'm far from that. What I mean? Got nothing to do with that. That they like, it ain't mine. They miss me with that shit.
Okay, if anybody getting out of pocket, let me know because I can block them.
I got some cowboys on
Okay.
there.
Okay.
They wouldn't when they ain't even around. They on it.
I don't get that from you at
Nah,
all.
they can miss me with it.
I don't get that from you. I
Yeah,
think her name Mariah.
yeah.
Sorry, I have to kind of put it in like this to kind of have it come up. So apologies. There was okay.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. There. I want to get to the episode where you were doing the confrontation. That's where I'm trying to get
But
to.
Said anything. Everybody automatically assumed. Should have did it. He's a dead.
Here it is, right here.
Yeah. Watch my game.
Okay, hold on, y'all. All right. Can y'all see this? Hold on.
Yeah.
Uh, what is this?
You want me to explain myself?
No, you ain't got to say to me. You can't explain nothing. I don't even know you no more. Like, who are you?
I made a mistake, baby.
You can't. You stuttering?
You gonna listen when I'm
Where
trying
are
to
you? Oh, so you had sex with Shooter before? That's what you're saying?
It's gonna come out anyway. You better watch your mouth.
What's my mouth? You it started. What are you saying? Start. Tell her. Tell her how much you gave me. Tell her everything. Y'all listen. I'm too 12 for this. I gotta go.
And you was convicted.
Hey, she working.
Okay. Right. So you just saw that. You just saw that. Hold on, let me press mute. Hold on. Can you hear me, Shooter?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. So we just saw the clip, changed your life. We just saw the clip of what changed your life. And like I said, from what I saw, you didn't say, you said, can I explain myself? And she said no.
I never said anything.
And wow.
Said anything? Because I never did anything. They can't say what you did. I'm trying
I
to
mean,
think of that shit. I'm trying to think of a lie. I really couldn't say it.
right, you stuttering. And my thing is this, because I mean, I guess in a sense, I feel guilty too, because when I met you first thing I said was, you know, when we did our hug, I said, you smell good. I said, or smell nice or whatnot. And then I said, now I see why you stay in trouble. You know what I'm saying? That was my first, my initial, like, okay, yeah, you know, you out here, you know, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know, it is what it is. Like I told you, man, it don't matter what nobody think about me. Don't matter. I am who I am, you know.
So, so, so wait a minute, and I'm gonna pause this because I ain't trying to watch all this. But I'm just saying, you were willing to do all of that because you know what I'm saying. Now that when you look at it, when you look back at it, and you see the interaction, you just like, I'm here, whatever. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say,
I'm just
and
willing to put my family in position to win. That's all.
right, right.
If I'm guilty of anything, I'm guilty of being a hell of a man, willing to take the L to put your family in front of me. That's all.
And you know and I mean I can't nobody can fault you for that because right I mean come on we live in times where it's real and that's what it is, so I mean I understand it, and this is not something that you came up with, this is something that was presented to you that you said okay to,
That's it.
so and so I mean I can't, I'm not gonna say that you did what any other guy or any other man would do, but I understand why you did it, you
And
know.
I thought about this too, right? I'm a brother that been in the streets a long time. I was tired of the streets as well. So I figured like maybe if we do this, maybe it can bring me out the streets. I won't have to be out here like that.
Right.
Maybe this can change my life as well as change my family life at the same time. So let's give it a shot. Let's see. You know? But I never
Okay.
expected to lose my fucking family to no fake storyline. I never seen that coming. I was blindsided by that. Yes, I was totally blindsided by that. No, I
Yeah.
didn't I wouldn't even did that. You know what I mean? If I knew this shit would tear my family up, I would have never did that. This show ain't that important. I get it out the mud like I've been doing. Fuck
So,
y'all.
mm, so what do you think happened? I mean, and I know that it's old, you know, and I'm not trying to dig it up or try to even discuss other people that are not here. But when it all that stuff hit the fan, like what happened when the cameras went off? Like,
I allowed a man to get in my space with a lie that I live. See, at the end of the day, if I don't take that lie, there'll never be another man involved. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever she was doing was cool. Like at the end of the day, she brought him to the show. You see what I'm saying? It's like I allowed that to happen because of the bad move that I made for my team.
So
It's deep. I don't even want to get into her and the nigga situation. Period. You know
I'm
what I mean?
not. I'm not because, like I said, she's not here. He's not here. And I'm not messy. My thing. I'm soaking it in. I'm soaking it in. Because I'm a thinker.
But
Okay, so I'm a thinker. But and what I'm just seeing here is that you. And that's what lies can do. That's what they do. And I'm not speaking just in your situation. I'm just speaking in all situations. We.
once lies are played for so long, they become a personal reality.
Mhm.
Once you don't live the lie so long and play victim to the situation so long, you really believe that lie was real. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah. And start playing and just and then you get comforted like it's real, and then you just continue to play, and then there it is. Shoot. So okay, so we moved on. All right, that didn't happen. So now we see you again, and we seeing you with these two women, with Shy, and who you have a lot. It sounds like you have a lot of respect for this young lady. You have a lot of respect.
But a lot of respect for both of them.
Okay. So
And
are
this,
you still with Yomi?
no, I'm not with nobody. I'm with my kids, single, working on myself. I'm work in progress. God working on me. Because one thing I learned about all this stuff, man, I feel like I need counseling. I feel like I didn't give myself time to, grieve like I need to grieve.
Right.
Thing about life, hurt people hurt people. So I don't want to keep putting people in my mix and I ain't ready. So I'm seeking counseling right now because I could have been going through a depressed stage and didn't even know I was depressed. You know? So
Right.
I'm working on myself so I can be a better husband for somebody else.
You better go ahead.
I want to be married again. I want to do it all over again. I want to do it the right way. I don't want to be bouncing around women. That shit, little boy. That's little boy shit. I want some grown man shit. I need a woman to help me hold my. You know what I mean? I run king. The king need a queen in his house. It ain't complete. I only could do so much. I need a strong black woman on my side. So at the end of the day, I don't want to keep bringing a woman into my mess and I ain't ready. You know what I mean? So
Now,
go ahead.
I mean, like, I'm really blown away by your demeanor because I feel it like it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like it's 100% authentic.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. You're speaking of that, and I commend you for being honest about that. I commend you for being real about who you are, where you are, and where you're trying to go. And
Yeah.
and any assistance or any developments that you need to get to that point you're willing to do. And that's something that a lot of men don't definitely admit. I'm a woman and I barely admit it. So you know what I'm saying? So you have a certain type of character that I can't say is admirable. So if this is who the real shooter is, then I do want to ask about the type of women that you choose that you have dated, you know? Because Cheyenne and Yomi, they seem like two different types of people.
But
So,
the thing is, man, it's like sometimes you go through all kinds of moments until you find what you're really looking for. That's why I'm not looking no more. So
mm,
and sometimes, like I told you, hurt people hurt people. A lot of things I may be doing, it might be out of the spite. I try to cover this up to hide this. So I just be doing things. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like me and Cheyenne, we really built. And when she let the wall down on me so fast, it's kind of, I'm already going through things. I ain't always there to come to a situation. So when she did that, I'm like, it is what it is. But I don't want to live like that no more. I got
I
daughters, got sons. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my daughter. Cause guess what? I don't want a nigga doing my daughter like that.
right.
So I'm not gonna be. You know what I mean? That's my past. My past. I don't want nobody doing my child like that. So I ain't looking to do nobody else daughter like that. If it
And I,
don't, on. You know?
I saw that in that clip. It's like when you told her that she left for them 4 to 5 months, the look in your face was like, you left me hanging. You know what I'm dealing with. You know about my kids. Don't just use that for bragging rights. You know what's up. You know what we kicking about, and you just bust up, and then you expect for me to just stay
Man,
and
hey, cause it's kind of hard for me to love, man. Like, and I be praying God put that heart back in my chest, man. Cause
hmm,
I've been through having nigga heartless, man. It's kind of hard to trust when you don't put your all in the situation and you ain't got nothing.
you need a cape. Like I'm being funny, but
But
I'm serious. Like I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of people, and I know men and women, and I know prestigious people, I know hood people, I know a lot of different variety of people, and none have I heard have had this type of mindset towards the situations that they've been in when they've actually been innocent and took guilty. And that stigma just stay. I've never seen that before. I just never seen it before.
you know what I feel like? Even with my son passing, like I'm a walking testimony, man. Like God uses me to speak to other people that going through similar situations. Cause there's a lot of people that put their family first and put themselves
Right.
for everybody else to win, And I was raised that kind of way. Like even when I was a jit, when I was 15 years old, I jumped off the porch wanting to help my mama do things. I didn't want her to give me nothing. And I was always taught never depend on no man or no woman, cause God is the only one that ain't gonna lead you. So in my mind, like I raise my kids now, don't depend on your daddy, cause I can lose my life tonight. I ain't got to wake up in the morning. So I'm gonna teach y'all what to do, so you ain't got to depend on nobody. And that's how I was raised. And every woman that I'm with, I tell them this: what you want to do in life, cause you can't live how I live or what I'm doing. You got to try to better yourself just in case some things happen, and you won't be handicapped out here. And that's how I was raised. So I try to put everybody in front of me, cause I know how to go out here and get me some. But as long as they good, I'm good. It ain't even about the money. It's about seeing the smile on their face when I do the right thing. Fuck
And
them about that. You know what I mean?
I mean, because on your Instagrams, I'm seeing you taking them to the spa, you're taking them to various, amusement things, and you know what I'm saying. Like I see you spending that time, and it's not. It's just like, yo, this is what we doing. This, to see you take your sons all getting their feet done. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's really.
My kids asking questions now. They growing up, they becoming teenagers. They 14 to 15. They want to know daddy, what the girls like. So I tell them, look, boy, they like pretty teeth.
I mean,
Clean.
not taking them to the strip clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like you're taking them on some real other things. You know what I'm saying? Like and from the look of you. And I'm so sorry to cut you off, but I just had to say that. It's just from the look of you. Okay, oh yeah, yeah, that's what he'll be on, but that's not what you're on at all.
Oh, man. Because at the end of the day, man, throwing your money in the club, fucking your bankroll up, that's not going to teach you nothing. That's a fool, man. And a fool with money so soon depart. And I don't want them to learn. I want to teach
Mm,
them how to run trucks. I want to put them on, that's the thing. My 9-year-old, I'm going to teach him how to operate truck. I'm going to teach my other son how to run the company or something. That's why I'm trying to, that's why I'm starting the trucking company. I'm putting them in work now. Because they need to know the value of a dollar. They need to know how hard it was for me. You know what I mean? This shit hard.
right.
It don't look hard because y'all can see what I'm doing, but it's hard. And
Mm,
so they understand that they got to be thankful and grateful, man, that you got a father out here, man, that's willing to take on these responsibilities, man. Because there's a lot of fathers run from it. I'm not.
yeah.
I'm running to it. You know what I mean?
I hear, you hear men say family first, but
Yeah.
they work all the time and they don't spend that quality time with their children. But then, when they do, it's some off the wall type time. You know what I'm saying?
I learned about life and kids Kids ain't gonna never, they ain't gonna remember $1 that you spent to buy them shoes, but they'll remember every moment that you went with them to buy 'em, that you went with them to them, wherever you took them to. They gonna remember the moments. You see what I'm saying? And
Mm,
the money. They don't remember the, oh, my dad, me and my dad did this. They don't remember now dime you spent. They gonna definitely remember the moments and the time that y'all said to go spend that money.
right,
You know what I'm saying? See,
right.
part of growing up, man, you know, me and my first son, my junior were real close. But at the same time, when I had my junior, I was in the streets a lot.
Mm,
So the time that I'm spending with his brother, it's a little different from the time that I spent with him. I was dad's whole ride, but not like I'm there with these kids. Like,
right.
I know I'm there somewhere trying to figure something out. No, I'm not doing it. I got to make sure these boys are all right. You know what I mean? I got to make sure this house in order. So that's what I do, man, every day. I cook, clean everything. Like, ain't no woman around here. You know what I
I
mean?
I saw from the pictures. I was like, I don't see any. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see. I'm like, well, maybe she's taking a picture. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't see that.
Yeah.
It wasn't right. So so my people have questions. Listen, if you do have questions towards the end, I always do Q&A. So send your questions so we can get them all ready for them. Okay? Do you mind answering some questions, Shooter?
My phone on about 8%, but I'll knock them out right quick.
Oh God. Okay. So send your questions. You want to go get a charger? You need to get a charger real quick. You okay?
Or whatever, but I don't even feel like. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So shoot your questions over, but as they're coming in, I just want to ask you this: your children right now. So you've told them all the truth.
They know the truth.
Okay. How did they respond? How did they take it?
No, they just, they laughed about it, but, and I told them why I did it. The better their lives, the better their situations. And they kind of understand. My kids, like, they real smart.
Okay.
I let them know, like, it wasn't cool what I did, so don't think that, that's everything. I only did that for y'all. I didn't do that for me, you know.
So now what's in store for you now? So you know what I'm saying? I know the show is taking a little pause right now, but so what do you have going on now? What can we expect from you?
Dude, I want to do a show called Fatherhood with me and my kids, because I want
Mm,
our other guys to step up to be fathers to their kids. Because I know they always glorifying the deadbeat fathers. But they ain't never talking about the fathers out here doing like the women. And hands down to you queens that out here raising kings by yourself. Y'all
mm,
got me because this shit hard. But I want them to, not pat me on my back for doing my job. Just highlight the fathers that's out here doing this. You need a fatherhood show to show, unity
I
as a,
agree.
that's why a lot of kids reach not to gangs and shit because ain't no structure, ain't no love in the house. So that's how they end up in gangs. So we need to show these kids, man, hey, it started in the house. And that's why I'm on mine so hard, because I don't want them out there. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I want to do a show called Fatherhood and incorporate other fathers that doing this every day too. Not just me, it's a lot of us out. You know what I mean? Black men
That
don't get the recognition they should. And I
you
ain't
know,
giving no credit. I'm doing this shit because I'm doing my I probably they ain't have to be here.
you know what? I don't want to just say black men. I want to say black men with character, black men with integrity. Because I know black men out here, because they have success and they think because they have success and they have children that they're father of the year. But there's
Black
a difference between,
in general. Let's say that.
you said what?
Men in general, not just black men. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Men in general. You know,
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, men in general, but there's not a lot of examples for us
right,
right now.
right.
Because a lot of people did come in single family homes. So to see real examples of what manhood is about, what you had an advantage that a lot of, I'm sure, of your peers didn't have. You had that father figure,
Right.
and he taught you values. There's not a lot of men didn't grow up, so they learning from the music. They learning from Too Short, Luke Skywalker, and N.W.A. And that's what we know. And women, the songs that we hear is, why are you leaving? Why? So, there's not a whole lot of blueprint on how to interact with one another or even how to raise the children. We know to pay the bills and that's what we know to do. But right now what you're showing is sacrifice, love, commitment, because you were committed to something that harmed you, but as long as it benefited everyone else, you were okay with it. But the moment that it harmed them, that's when you stepped in. And
Yeah,
it wasn't a year later, you stopped this within a week.
yeah, I can't live with that no more. You know what I mean? Like, just can't. You know what I mean?
You
Like,
know, yeah, so when I think a person of that caliber, of that character, deserves a show, deserves to say something. I don't just think any person with a kid. I do believe a person who has integrity and who lives by that should. And I think people will watch it from what I'm seeing here. I know your phone is about to die, so you have a couple of questions. Of course, somebody just said, hold on one. Here we go.
a little bit.
Here you go.
I'm 41.
Okay. Send your questions real quick because we're about to wrap it up. I know he's trying to get to his boys and everything. So, just
It's,
don't go back. You said what?
go ahead, send the question. I said, my dad, they're playing ball too. They keep coming in. Now, you hear me?
Okay. I'm gonna let and I. What I want to say, thank you so much for sharing this moment with me. Like,
Yeah, the first interview, ain't nobody ever got it. I ain't talking about it in the ages. It's the first one.
well, I definitely, I thank God for you, and I thank God that you trusted me enough with it.
Yeah,
And I pray that it blesses you in return, and I'm sure that people are gonna, speak
yeah,
on it.
right,
But I'm just glad that you're able to be free and receive the blessings that are for you, you
right.
know. And if people can't understand where you're coming from, that's okay. But you know your heart. God knows your heart. Your children know your heart, and that's what matters.
I ain't here to prove nothing to nobody, man. You know what I mean? Only proving I'm doing is gonna be to the king. Rest of it,
Period.
you know what I mean?
Okay, listen now. I'm gonna throw these little questions out there, but I'm not gonna keep throwing idiotic questions. I'm not calling anybody's question idiotic. I didn't mean to, but I'm just saying. You said what?
Single and I'm work in progress. I'm working on myself.
Okay.
Working
So,
on
okay. So you have a lot of women who's just asking the same thing. Yes, he's single. He's 41.
right,
He's working on himself.
right.
Okay. So all the single questions that he's single, y'all. Okay. So is there anything that before we go, is there anything that else that you want to share about you, what you have going on, how people can reach you, how they can donate to whatever causes you have going on? Is there anything that you want to say?
Yeah. And also, people, I am a member, well, a leader of this organization called Pants Up, Guns Down. It's for
Yes.
the youth. Pants Up, Guns Down.
Okay.
We're building. Well, we already got a basketball court, like a boys and girls club on the west side of Atlanta. You know,
Mm,
there's a lot of things that I'm doing in the community with the kids, and I'm real big on gun violence. My sister Diamond as well. We both lost kids to gun violence, and we have panels and things. My sister Diamond, she
Hi, Diamond.
do a pound every year for a kid, and I think we're gonna do another panel. If y'all want to be a part of that, y'all can be a part of that. We've been speaking, I've been speaking the truth before I had a platform to speak it on. I know God is using me, you know.
Yes.
Sometimes you got to use you through a negative light to reach the people. That is all they see anyway is the negative. If I never did any negative, y'all would probably know my name. You know what I mean?
I'm going to pin this real quick. Pants up. You said pants up, guns
YG,
down?
hands up, guns down. Yeah. There's a page called YG Movement. Just go to that page.
Okay, YG movement. I'm gonna put that on, pin it up there for them. Okay.
The one that passed was also a member of the organization.
Okay.
It's like we're trying to get these kids something to do again, cause they don't have the boys and girls club no more like we had when we were growing up. So we're trying to bring that back. Yeah, that's it right there. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so I just pinned it, y'all, so y'all can go to YG Movement and check them out with the pants up, guns down.
We're doing a lot in the community, man. Without no government help, we're doing our own. My phone fell. I'm sorry.
You're good.
And I also
Well,
underground movies on YouTube too. Excuse ATL. Y'all go watch that. Check me out in that. Turned. I'm in that. And The Pressure by DJ Westside. So I'm doing a lot, man. And I'm focusing now on Fatherhood. That show coming real soon. If it ain't Fatherhood, it's gonna be The Hood Bachelor. I ain't even supposed to say that. The Hood Bachelor. Cause guess
I
what?
think
Yeah, I need a wife, so I need to,
I can see you with your own show, with your own bachelor show, like
yeah. I can't
you
wait.
know,
So I put that shit on too, y'all.
hey, ladies, because I see the ladies all in the comments and they ready. I see them all in the comments and they ready. And I could, and I think your dates probably would be a little bit more interesting than what we've seen in the past. So, because you're a different breed. So,
In the well too, y'all.
someone asked, can they donate to the YG movement? Is there a way?
Yes, you can. You know what I mean? Go to the page and then you go in the bio and you get everything you need from that.
Look, Diamond, I see you, girl. Listen, listen, y'all. Check them. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish. Finish what you're saying.
No, I ain't really got too much more to say. You know what I mean? Like, and
Well,
I want to leave y'all with this right here too, man. You know, sometimes can't judge people about what you think they're going through. That's why God said don't judge. Because you never know the circumstances
mm,
of what they're going through or how it played out. Just keep uplifting people, uplifting us as one, man, because at the end of the day, we all we got. And stop downplaying everybody, man, because guess what? We all testimony. God used us in different ways, you know? Maybe me talking today helped a lot of you out. I'm quite sure it did. Because I used to ask myself a lot of questions about other people, like, I wonder why he ain't doing this. I wonder why. Then I thought about it. Hey, boy, mind your own and focus on yourself and let God work all that out. Because, hey, at the end of the day, you're not God. So don't pass judgment on nobody, man. Because you can never look at a book if without opening it and feel like you know what's happening. Because y'all
mm,
ain't now one of y'all had a clue I was this nigga. Y'all did. They did.
not at all.
They did.
And I'm not gonna say not at all because I sensed there was more, but I didn't know this much more.
I'm just some work. God. That's why God working on me. See, I'm well respected in my community, right? And by me being on TV, I get a youth hope. That's why I ain't never changed my name too. I never changed my name. Cause in this generation right here, they already confused.
Right.
If you make it to a level and they think you hot and you change your name, they don't even know who you is. They gonna say
Mm.
Hollywood, but they ain't gonna respect it. But by me going to another level with my same name, I give them hope. That's why God using me. Yeah, I can reach these guys.
I believe that you can because I could see that. I see that. Well, I'm definitely praying for everything great coming your way,
Right,
and for you to even do this lets me know that He's really moving in your favor,
right,
and the doors that are going to open from it, they're endless. And as long as you stay focused and stay on task and keep Him first, I believe that everything He will direct your path and give you the desires of your heart. So yeah.
I ain't gonna never not acknowledge him. Cause I know I could have made it where I'm at right now. What I am.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God. So my AV Fashion said that you helped them.
Yeah,
You know AV Fashion?
people, man. I fuck with her and her husband. They good people.
Okay. Well, you got a lot of people. They're saying a lot. They want to, kick it with you, but this is your show.
Listen, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for listening to me. And guess what I got to go do?
Be with them.
Father do this never undone, man.
Be
Got
with them babies.
I gotta go hang and play the video game and all that, wrestle a little bit. That's what I gotta do, man.
All right, well, just to recap, y'all, we have Shooter, the wonderful Shooter, I'm gonna call him, and who has expressed his his movements, his vulnerability in clearing his name from the stigmas that we all thought were true, but he did it for a great purpose. And if you want to see more about it, I will post some recaps and everything. But thank you so much for your time, your energy, your truth, your honesty. Thank you, and for sharing this moment not only with everyone else but with me as well. So thank you, I appreciate it.
You see my
I
Street_Legend 15? Read
I'm
what
sorry.
look at, you see the comment by Street_Legend 15. Read what he just said.
Everything bro say is facts, bro. Been with me before my prison bid, doing my bid, and gonna be there after my bid. Go ahead, Street. Look at you.
I've been before I had a platform to preach it on. I've been doing it. I've been preaching it already.
Mm. And continue.
When
We
he got
need it.
to come home,
Go follow him, follow the movement, follow the YG movement. Everybody go follow that. And we want to stay updated. Whenever you have something going on, let us know. We want to know about it so we can do whatever we need to do to help push your
I
dream.
preach out. You'll bring me back.
I absolutely, absolutely.
No
All
doubt.
right, y'all. Well, thank you so much, Shooter. Go have fun.
Okay.
And good night, y'all. Thank you for joining me for Glasses After Dark once again. Appreciate it. Woo! That was a lot going on, y'all. That was a lot. Beautiful. Beautiful. And it definitely, yeah, he is a good guy. He really is a good guy. And what really took place, it really, yes, God does have a plan for him. And what has taken place has really opened my eyes as well to a lot that I was not aware of. Just in general. We see people like, oh, they shouldn't have did this and they did this and did that. Thank you, honey bunny. They shouldn't have did this. And the truth of the matter is, sometimes people just doing what they got to do to make sure that their family is good. So, I'm not gonna say that's always right. And obviously it has made an impact in his life. But I am really, really glad that he was able to get that off his chest. And now we about to see what's gonna happen. Somebody said, "What happened?" There's another clip on my page. Yes, the interview is on my page, so you can see where Shooter did state that he did not cheat on Sierra. Somebody wants to join my live. I've never had somebody random join, so I hope you come in correct because I don't want to have to click you off, but I'll give it a shot. So who are you? I would definitely post it, but I'm about to see who someone wants to come in. Hi. Think Sierra will come messy now? I don't know. I don't think this was anything that literally threw her under the bus other than, what I'm saying, the facts just were, or the truth was just told, I should say. You know what I'm saying? I just think that the truth was told and nothing more. So, yeah, the first interview is on the page. I don't know. I I wasn't expecting all of this, but it's just it's been an eye opener because I've even try to get into her real quick trying to see like how you ask your husband to do this and then he's penalized for it. So I'm just I don't want to get too opinionated. I'm not going to be opinionated about it because like I said, I'm not into that, but I'm just glad that he was able to do what he needed to do to free himself with his children. Because I know if someone came to me and said, "Oh, to my daughter," and said X whatever about, whatever, and I know the truth, I'm going to be honest with my child. And if I see that it's becoming effective with her, I'm going to tell the truth. So I understand your children will provoke you to do things that you wouldn't normally do as him telling the lie. Seeing his family well off provoked him to participate in a lie. So, hey. Well, you guys, I appreciate you all rocking with me tonight. Glasses after dark. I done threw my shades off because they're not needed. So I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna post this as well, and I love y'all. Thank you for rocking with me once again. And yeah, I don't know all about that. I don't know about nothing else y'all talking about. Y'all starting to get into the situations, and I ain't into the situations. I don't know about nobody who dating who and why they dating and none of that stuff. All I know is that that's a good man. Shooter's a good man. And God really touched him tonight. And I'm just glad that he's free. Because nobody wants to be known as an adulterer. And you're not. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Love you. And y'all have a beautiful and blessed evening, okay?